So this is the light featherweight final now. Just joining us a couple seconds in, it is Diego Pato on bottom in the blue gi versus Malachi Edmond in the white gi on top. Cicero Costa versus Team Lloyd Irvin. And Malachi is one of two World Championship finalists here at the Worlds. His teammate Shane Jamil Hill-Taylor also is going to be fighting in the featherweight final, the next division up immediately after this one.
And these guys are homegrown white to black belts under Team Lloyd Irvin. Incredible work from that team, developing these guys, getting them into the finals, the toughest tournament in the world. It's not easy.
Yeah, this light featherweight division was absolutely stacked. It really was. There was no easy path to the final. And just to recap how these gentlemen made it through to this moment. Well, Malachi,
he's got, well, no, he started.
He had to beat Jordan Weissman of Gracie Barra in his opening match. He had to take on Pedro Paulo of Carlson Gracie in his second. Rene Lopez in the semifinal to meet this man right here in the final, Diego Pato. And Pato, let's not forget that he won no-gi pans, no-gi worlds, and he's looking to follow up with a gold medal here at the World Championships. He had to beat Kevin Carrasco yesterday and then competed against Yuta Shimada and Mayram Makine earlier. Two very, very tough opponents. So really showed that these two are, well, right now the best in the world, and they're vying for that ultimate title of who will become world champion.
Yeah, Pato's been on fire this year.
Gi and no gi.
Yeah, amazing. Malachi, haven't really seen too much of him this year, so, you know, maybe not really a surprise, but a little, you know, like a bit of an underdog.
I would 100% say that's fair. I bumped into Malachi in Las Vegas just last month, and I was talking to him, and I said, man, I haven't seen much of you. And he's like, no, it's true, you know, he hadn't been competing as much, and, you know, he has the necessary points to compete. He did what was necessary, but when you compare just how active he's been in comparison to somebody like Pato, no, I think it's, oh, it's this nice work from Pato.
He got his knee out, though, so just missed it.
Good escape there from Malachi. There's an easy two. But no, 100% that I don't think that had you looked at the brackets that you would choose the number 13 seed, Malachi Edmond, to make it into the final. Of course, his teammates and his friends, I'm sure, will be like, well, we knew, but on paper, there were many others who would have possibly been favored to make it through. And
I like this position that Malachi has right now with the arm wrapped. And he's a little tall for that division, so strong close guard for that weight class. But for sure, training with Jamil, you know, having that as your training partner, that's going to help a lot. You're definitely going to be prepared. He's got a great position. I love this work that he's doing here. If he can get that right foot on the hip, stretch out a little bit, or somehow pass his leg over the head, he's going to have a very, very tight, powerful arm lock there.
Okay, just going to take care of their gis so we can continue. It looks like there's some unraveling of the.
Speaking of the rankings, you know, that the rankings have stirred up the brackets a little bit because, you know, a lot of these guys haven't been able to compete consistently, especially the ones from Brazil. You know, they haven't had a lot of IBJJF events down there,
right?
And so they haven't been able to get points. And so you've seen a couple of these guys have a low ranking in the bracket because they don't have that many points, but you know they're one of the toughest ones in the bracket. And so some people's roads have been harder than others, and you know, some of the favorites, due to their points, didn't make it that far because of who they had to run into on the way, you know, and the fact that their opponents weren't able to get the same amount of points due to not competing.
You can see that Pato's right knee has started to sneak up the middle in an effort to try and break that close guard.
doing the right thing, but there's still going to be a moment, a range where that arm could be in some danger.
Anytime the elbows are out, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, right now, especially if Malachi got his right foot on the hip and just stretched a little bit, he could pinch his knees. Maybe now utilize a shin hook to put that knee back to the ground. Oh, I think he got his arm out. Yeah, his arm's out now. Now Malachi needs to be careful. He's letting him in tight, letting him in close.
Beautiful pressure passing here from
really
Pato.
Nice.
Now, don't forget that he is representing. Oh, he moves around into the side, and he's going to get 3 points here. Follows it up with an immediate 2 for the knee ride and goes into the mount. And I was about to say that don't forget, he's representing Cicero Costa here. However, this young man, Diego Pato, is training at Unity Jiu-Jitsu in New York under the supervision of Murillo Santana, and I think it shows, Rafael, because that pressure, it's a lot of pressure for a light featherweight, but if anybody who's ever seen Murillo Santana train or compete, it would look familiar.
Yeah, 100%. The classic style. Pato did a really great job of taking advantage of being in that inside space, and he's just kind of running it up right now.
In absolute control right now. A very powerful grip over the top of the back. Looks like he's got his right hand in the arm and the left hand sneaking over, possibly for what's looked like a, yep.
He was thinking about it.
Let's see if we can change the angle. Oh, head and arm choke.
Head and arm.
That looks on.
It sure does. He's got it wrapped tight. Looks like a snake right now.
He gets the finish. Just over 6 minutes into this match, Diego Oliveira goes 11-0 and wins via arm triangle choke.
Wow.
Pato, that absolutely, for me, puts him in the running for a possible grappler of the year because his success, gi and no gi this year, just incredible. No gi pans, no gi worlds. Pans, worlds, gold medal in all 4 of those tournaments, and many others. And I gotta say that is just an incredible way to win your first World Championship gold medal.
Yeah, submission in the finals. Oh my gosh. I mean, he might as well have Grand Slam, basically, the way he won all 4 major gi and no gi competitions. Definitely got to be the grappler of the year, or at least amongst the top, 100%.
Oh, just an amazing series of events, and the technique on display there was really something else as well. Once he got on top, and he scored that sweep, the easy sweep earlier, but then this pressure passing, Rafael, talk us through that.
Yeah, well, he did a great job of not letting Malachi get his knees in front of him when the guard opened. So he stayed in that inside space, and I call it just slicing and dicing. You know, you drive the knee down over one leg, get inside. As Malachi was trying to get space, he switched to the other side and would just stayed in that inside space all the way to the finish.